Flyers TV is sponsored by the Bay Hotel. Todd, sum up the team's performance tonight.
To do that, we got to go back to yesterday a little bit. I think that for that 2 games or 120 minutes of hockey, I think that we're really our own worst enemy. We go out there and we battle, and it's the concession of these soft goals that are killing us. It's not breakdown of systems, because the guys prove when they do it and they work hard at it, that pays dividends. And we jumped out at the start of yesterday's game up 2-0, and looked like a good hockey club. And if you continue to give up, weak goals that you don't answer back, it really starts to work on guys psychologically. I mean, they came back 2-2 last night, and then went 3-2. We answered back immediately and tied it up, and then we let in another weak fourth, and from then on it was battle. But I mean, the guys didn't give up. We got a 5-on-3 late and scored to make it 6-4 and had our goalie pulled. I mean, it was. I think people saw a good game of hockey, and then it rolls into tonight, that attitude. I think we played decent, but 2 bad breakdowns in that first period, and we're looking down the barrel at 2-0 again, and maybe not as much tonight. I think that goaltender had an easier job. I think the shots were generally from the outside, and he wasn't tested as much. We go down to 8 imports, 7 at some points when we got guys in the bench, and that kind of had a wee flashback to early on in that first season, and it starts there. I see guys getting tired out, and guys start making mental mistakes, but I got to give credit to that Braehead team. That's one of the best all-round three-line solid teams that I've seen. They've played shorthanded for a number of months and got results, unlike us. And now that they're just about up to full strength, or they are full strength, that's a tough nut to crack. So disappointing weekend, very disappointing weekend, we can't sit here and make excuses, and I can't continue to say that it'll come. Brought in a new guy, Kyle Haynes, on his debut, scored 2 goals for us, and just started shooting the puck, and that's something that we needed. We lost him tonight to a call, which is unfortunate, because I think he looks like he's going to be the type of hockey player that we want around here. But I don't know. Looks like there might have to be another change of personnel.
How frustrating is it to not to score a goal tonight?
Well, I've been here for a long time. I can probably count on one hand the number of times we've been shut out in this rink. So very, very disappointing, and I'm sure that the people that paid to get in feel exactly the same, because they're used to seeing goals and they're used to seeing this team successful, certainly in the back end of last year. Once again, we find ourselves in a spot where we're not generating offense, but we're missing, like I said, certainly a key guy or two in this lineup to start doing it. But I'll reiterate, that's not an excuse, because a number of individuals in this dressing room, I feel they're out there playing hockey, but I don't know if we have that desperation to score goals and to do what it takes to take it to the net and score a goal when you're struggling. Seems like we got a lot of guys playing on the perimeter, and we won't have that for much longer.
There's a lot of kind of bad blood between the sides tonight. What was that down to? What was your view on all the stoppages in the second period?
You know what? I think that's hockey. It's 2 teams playing hard and wanting it. I mean, don't kid yourself. I think that 4-0 scoreline once again, and I think Blair did a great job this weekend. He was thrust in there at last minute. He didn't have time to prepare all week. I don't think he saw that coming. but I think that you get into these league or these conference matches, and tensions will run high. I mean, that's a good, tough hockey club. We got guys that stick up for each other, and sometimes that happens in hockey. I think that what a couple individuals in our team have to realize is we're here to play hockey first, and not see who's the toughest or the biggest man on the ice. We need to win games, and it's not fight night at the Fife Ice Arena. It's let's get the 2 points, and if that's what it takes to win hockey games. But don't get me wrong, I'll use a guy like Nicker for an example. I think that he does a great job. Guys aren't getting pushed around like we have in the past a number of years. But the guy can also play hockey, and he played with an injury tonight, and we weren't sure he was going to go before the game. So he did a pretty decent job, in that situation, as well as a guy like Kyle Horn who's playing injured. So we have a number of them, but like I said, we're gonna have to find a way to pick up some points here, or probably be more than one change.
Kevin Regan and Rock Pyatt's missing tonight. You hope to have them back for next weekend?
Well, I certainly think that Regan will be, by all accounts. We just wanted to rest a tiny injury that if it turned into something long term, that would be a disaster for us. And I won't touch on the Rock situation. He's dealing with just a personal issue that he needed to take care of, and we support him. Behind him 100%. Hopefully it gets cleared up, and we get him back into our lineup.
Blair, what's your take on the weekend?
Overall, it was a pretty tough weekend for us. I think we actually played not too bad. We didn't play bad hockey, but it was just simple mistakes. A couple of breakdowns, and like the goals that they scored, it was all tapping round the net and stuff like that. So it's hard to dig, but we've just got to obviously look at that on Tuesday and try and solve things.
What's the atmosphere in the mood in the dressing room after a defeat like that today?
It's hard to take, but we're all professionals at the end of the day, so we've just got to bounce back and try and get on with it and think of what we've got ahead of us for the next weekend.
Yourself, when did you find out that you're going to be playing this weekend?
Kind of speaking to Regan throughout the week, and he advised me, he was like, just get ready, be aware, because you might be going this weekend. Obviously his groin's hurting him, so I kind of knew, and it wasn't until Friday then I got the call up just to let me know that I'm going to be going at the weekend.
Are you quite excited when you get involved again?
Oh yeah, definitely. A bit of both excitement and nerves within me, but no, once you get in the dressing room and stuff, it's fine. Like, you kind of put the nerves aside and just get on with it.
And tonight you got man of the match as well, didn't you?
Yeah, delighted with that. Just tried my best. It's been a long time since I've been out there for a full game, so I enjoyed it. It's really good.
You must appreciate the support of the fans as well when you play.
Oh yeah, definitely. The fans are always great when I get out there. Like, the good support, and that helps me probably about 90% to get into the game. Once I hear them cheering and stuff like that, it gives me a buzz and helps me get along the way.
Obviously a disappointing weekend. So how can we kind of bounce back from this?
As I say, we've just got to regroup on Tuesday and try and put it behind us. We just obviously we got shut out tonight, which was quite a big thing. That shouldn't be happening at home, but just got to regroup and hopefully we can pick things up on Tuesday.
Obviously Braehead getting 2 wins this weekend. What have you made of their performances over the weekend?
Braehead are a good team. They've got really, really good skill up top. But we were in the game for 60 minutes yesterday and just had a few blimps which put us out of the game, like scoring chances and in our own defensive goal zone. I think they scored pretty much all their goals within 2 feet of the net, and that it shouldn't really be happening. We should be strong within our defensive zone and round the net clearing pucks, but unfortunately not.
Kyle Haynes brought in obviously just before the weekend there. What have we made of his performances this weekend?
Kyle was brilliant. Last night he's got 2 big goals for us. Looks a solid defenceman, kept everything to the outside and stuff, and I was really impressed. Unfortunately for him tonight, he got put out of the game because of me, but I don't understand how he got put out, to be honest, because the boy came in for a breakaway and as I've poked the puck I've took his feet, so if anyone should have got the penalty it should have been myself.
It's quite a lot of bad blood in the game. I mean, traditionally we always think Dundee Stars as our big rivals, but how close are Braehead Clan to that?
I think everyone within our conference, we're all rivals now. I think we've got so many teams that are close to each other, challenging obviously for that conference, so I take every team as a rival.